Hi, welcome back to Billboard Comics. I am Bill. Nice to see you. Nice to see you back. Thank you to we got another subscriber. Thank you very much for subscribing. Uh, I, I have become my parents, where technology scares and frightens me, um, and I can't really figure out how or who it was. At least I did last night when they signed up. But if you are the new one who just signed up in the last 24 hours, thank you very much. Tell a friend, spread the word, and do what we can. Okay. Uh, this is going to be another haul video, but I tried to do something different with it. It's another haul video, a flat rate box auction that I won from uh, Gotham Thrift Comics, um, and it is slightly different than it was before because there are certain things that happen now that wasn't here before. Um, but before I start that, I'm going to show you another haul I got. Um, I got this. Uh, I belong to the T Fury Mystery T-shirt club. I think for $18 a month, they send you a new T-shirt every month. They have it broken down to comics. They have it broken down or sci-fi or horror, and you could pick whichever one you choose. I pick comics, and they send you out comic books designed by artists with unique designs. I'm running on the assumption that since they are such a big corporation, they are licensed. Um, I hope not. If they're not, don't come after me. I just bought them. Um, go after them. But it probably is because they have so many other licensed there that and they're a pretty big site. So I could, if they weren't licensed, they'd probably be shut down already. But everything I love there. I get a lot of compliments on the t-shirts, and usually they send out stuff that's going to correspond with upcoming movies. Say like this is obviously, of course, uh, for the upcoming movie Minecraft. Kidding. It is, of course, Fantastic Four. So I could just take this, wash this, and I could wear it to the actual premiere when it comes out, which is really cool. I love that feature of them. I have not been disappointed yet. The thing I was only mildly disappointed was last month, and I think I opened it during one of these haul videos. Um, yeah, because it was white. Because white on me becomes a wet T-shirt on a hot summer day. Too much information, stuff you didn't need to know, you didn't want to know. Uh, you know, it's yeah. I'm sorry. I apologize. Um, but nonetheless, if I'm gonna probably put the link again down there at the bottom if you want to take a look at them. Uh, and yeah, but I recommend them for you and the uh, comic book fan in your life. As a matter of fact, I was thinking about doing a segment probably towards the end of the Girlfriend's Guide to Comic Books, telling you about you know like other stuff you could get them besides comic books, and I might include that into it. But yeah, so I recommend it highly. So, but let's get into the haul video. Like I said, when I got the haul, and my wife was doing errands in the room I usually shoot this, so I couldn't actually shoot it immediately. So I decided to go in and do like a deep dive, do deconstruction of the box, to try to figure out what is good and what's bad. And um, I put it into three categories: the good, the bad, and the ugly. And you'll see why as soon as I get there. Well, the bad isn't really bad per se. Um, I'm kind of like, it it's just basically stuff I already have. So I have no way to get rid of it unless like I start up a whatnot channel or something like that, and who knows, I might have to do that. Um, but I digress. Um, but I decided to like, go through and see if you get enough bang for your buck, and it's especially pertinent during this time is because I paid a whopping $14 for this box. See what happened was there's this guy who was like buying all the boxes. He was paying $15 for it or more, and he's like going up there, and I figured like, you know what, I'm going to put $14 on it even before I saw all the books. Um, and I thought, okay, obviously he's going to outbid me for these books. He didn't. Um, just remember, if you're playing auction roulette Sometimes the gun goes off in your hand and you end up bringing stuff that you might not have exactly wanted. My fault, my being an idiot, my being a butthead, my being you know, what I was. Use your own epithet if you want to. But yeah, so I got what I got. But I want to see, do I have a value of $14 in here? And it is the value is made a little worse um, by like the certain books in here. Hopefully there'll be enough teaser to get you to stay to the end of the video instead of leaving after 5 minutes or whatever. But first, let's start with the good. And by the good books are basically stuff that I already I do not have in my collection, or I need, or not necessarily that I'd want, but it's stuff that I could use. Um, Here's the stack. First up, 10th Muse. This is the Avatar version, number 1. A one from 1978. Adventure Comics featuring Superboy, number 455. So what to go through, I forgot about the whole thing, about the whole price. Go through the price, find out what it is. If I can't find anything I use them Key Collector, and I know that's an imperfect, that I don't have my my Overstreet guide with me. I do have like great pricing systems on my CLZ and my comic base system. The comic base is even more wonky than Key Collector. I have heard some people online say Key Collector is not exactly like accurate, but in my opinion, is there's no accurate when it comes to pricing, because people are going from what other people are selling and they don't know the market or in a particular stuff, and they're like, everybody has their own version of pricing and stuff like that. So I figure I'll just try to be consistent. I went there, and if I didn't find it on Key Collector for whatever reason, I went on to eBay Sold to try to find one there. So that's the whole thing. This is the second most expensive one according to my thing. It's not exactly crispy, pristine mint, but a very good fine sold on eBay for $466. That's adjusted because it was sold, it was shipped from the Netherlands, so there's a kind of like a rate balance kind of stuff different. Next up is Double Image. I believe this is number 3. Hot, $5. No, cold, $2. Pretty much everything is going to be $2 unless I tell you differently. That's basically the whole thing. But at the end, you'll see basically all these could fit in a dollar bin. So really, the book value is $2. The real value is probably $1 or less. Hal Jordan, number 1. That's one of those Flashpoint tie-ins. Hex. It's a series that I want to collect, but I don't know if you can see it there, but there's like a big crease going down there, which is a shame. But it's not the worst condition book that came in this haul. Tease number 2 or 3 or whatever. Jade Men Kung Fu Special, number 1. Kill Shakespeare. I always want to read this. This is the last issue. It's cover B of the last issue. It is, kind of like the Shakespeare shared universe coming out to kill him. So it's pretty interesting. Here's the most expensive book in this haul. Lady Killer, first series, number 2. It is not exactly mint, but it's not in bad condition. If you want to see the back, there's little dings and little, nothing. It's little warping, little stuff like this, like little bends. But in their mint, according to Key Collector, it would be $15. For mid grade, it would be $5. I think it's kind of smack dab in the middle of both those. So I would price this at about maybe $10. So, and considering the entire box cost me $15, that's a pretty good draw. Patty cake. I'll go back to the hex. I value that as $1 because that's the low on Key Advisor. So next up, another series I wanted to pick up, Spider Girl. We have 8, 9, and 12. And now we have one of the most hilarious books in this whole thing. It almost makes up like for the whole thing that's going on. And it's a little bungered up, but I still accept it. It's a black and white book. It is Antarctic Press Entertainment. It is Steampunk Swimsuit. And of course, every place has this swimsuit issue. This is from 2012, so it's about 13 years old already. And it, back in the steampunk era, it's like about like the industrial revolution era if it's done right. So most of the swimsuits would look like this, covering the entire body. So it's hilarious. It's like, hey, come see our swimsuit issue. People rushing to see titillation. Oh wow, they're fully covered. Yay. But I just thought that was funny. Next up, Submariner series that hit during the initiative, 6 of 6. Submariner is one of my favorite characters. A Defiant issue, Defiant #1. War Dancer. I'll be your war dancer, dancing for combat. Sorry. I'm trying to get the Defiant too. I'm trying to get like all these tiny like high profile smaller publishers from the 80s and 90s and try to get like sets they're offering because a lot of them are in the dollar bins or bulk boxes. So that's not bad. I got this, but I kind of want to get the one after that, but I lost out on it. Like I said, people were betting on this auction. It was like the 26th, and they're bidding crazy. It was crazy, but now I have this one. I could do the rest of it. X-Men and Wolverine and the X-Men, number 32. And then finally, we have Zorro, number 0. Zorro 0? Zorro 0. 0? Zorro? 0. Zorro. Yes. And this is Mike Mayhew's pencils, his early work. And I like seeing artists' early work, especially how they've come. And like Mike Mayhew is a very slick painter now. So it's kind of funny to dig that and see how he was back then, and he's come a long way. But nonetheless, that's all the good. That's all the new issues that I need and don't want. That I want. Next, I'm coming up with stuff that's all duplicates. I have close to 50,000 comic books. I'm coming up close on it. I'm nipping at the heels of it. I think I need like about 300 more books to reach it. So that's going to be exciting. So I have a lot of issues and runs and stuff like this. So I get a lot of duplicates out of all these boxes. But I'm still going to show them to you anyway because you can see them. These are pretty much all $2 books. Except for one, and I'll point that out. Batman, $4.98. Cloak and Dagger miniseries, number 2. Darkhawk, annual, number 1. The Dark Tower, The Drawing Room 3, Stephen King. This is a free preview, and I didn't realize on the back it has a preview of Revenge. I don't know if you remember that. That was where Emily Van Camp starred, the woman who played Sharon Carter. That was her movie, I think, a TV show that was popular for about 15 minutes, and I think it went away. 672 of Detective Comics. I have 2 Green Arrows, number 56 and 61. We have an Incredible Hercules, 122. Hercules versus Submariner. We have Iron Man, number 34. Justice League America, number 71. It's a follow-up to the Death of Superman. And you can see it has the two covers. We have a couple Namors. Namor 28 and number 32. We have a run of Razzle. I think that's how you pronounce it. RASL. This is Jeff Bone's second series after Bone. He's a time-traveling art thief. We have number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, and number 7. Then we have this. This is the dollar book of all this stuff. It is Sandman Mystery Theater. You can see like how, you know, banged up it has, you know, stress like rubs and stuff like that. It's number 1. It's a great series. I have a complete set of it, but you know, even if it was pristine mint, it'd probably been more than $3. We have another one that's kind of bungered up. Secret Origins, number, was it 21, featuring Joe Hex and Black Condor. It says they're running a cover. Why can't I read it? It has like the art with John Hex is Green Morrow, and the art on Black Condor is Murphy Anderson. So it's really pretty artwork. So I might like try to make a collage out of that and try to make some art stuff. You know, try to make something out of it. So two Silver Surfers, 61. Two Silver Surfers, Bill Annunciate. Sorry. 61 and 68. Then we have two Spectacular Spider-Mans, featuring Master Sal Buscema, 187 and 221. I think that's Buscema inked by Bill Sienkiewicz. So we have Spider-Man, the Todd McFarlane, number 2. This, according to Key Collectors, only worth $2 in mid-grade. And I just put everything in mid-grade because I didn't want to, like have like, I might be underselling it, but still. The Marvel Knights Spider-Man number 3. This is the Mark Millar and Terry Dodson series. The Malibu Bravura line, Star Slammers number 1. This is, I know it's at least Walter Simonson. It's all done by Walt Simonson. So we have a couple Strange Tales as well. 2 and 4. I love Cloak and Dagger, but I already have that series already. Next, we have a whole bunch of Supermans. Every single flat rate box seems to have a whole bunch of Superman issues in it, and it's like, I have a long, lengthy issue-packed runs of every Superman series from like the 80s and the 90s. So these are all nothing for me, but if you know somebody or you want to dive deep into the Superman collecting, check out Gotham Thrift Comics, monthly thing. Like every periodical flat rate box sales, and you'll be able to get like an instant collection right off the bat. So this is Superman 140, 141, 142, 143, 144, 145, 147, 148, 151, and 152. They don't come like really thin Mylars. I don't know if you could hear that. ASMR. So yeah, but like I already have them already, so they're gonna go in a box and go into storage and until I figure out what to do with it. Next up, Warlock and the Infinity Watch, number 23. Warlord, number 61. And it's like got a big fold down there, so let's see who did the art on this. Bruce Patterson inker, John Buscema guest penciler. Written by Mike Grell. And X Factor 13, which I believe is artwork by Walter Simonson. Big threads through all this stuff here. It's you have Walt Simonson a lot of places. You have Cloak and Dagger, Last Superman. So that's the bad. And only bad in the aspect is like I don't have need for them in my collection. Now let's go to the ugly. All right, these are 8 books. Dreadstar, 1/2. I put it up there to show you that number 1, Fusion, which, you know, I'm collecting, but not in this shape. All water damaged. Future Proof. It's all warped. You Were Within. Again, all warped because of the water damage and stuff. Try to show it off. We have 3 Legends of Oz Wicked West, which are, 2 of them are not that. One of them is not that bad. This is number 9, has the cover pull. This one, which one was this? Number 7. Look, it's in relatively good shape. You have this, which has the pull on the back. And Star Slayer, number 7. One I wanted to collect. If you saw my pull video from yesterday, it is that is the whole thing. Like I'm trying to get that. I got like the new one of this, but this one, as you can see at the bottom there, water damage. All these are severely water damaged. They're not even what I deem as being collectible. And you might be saying, "Hey, Bill, why don't you get in contact with them and try to get back in touch with them?" Well, for 2 reasons. One is that I don't know if you can read this. Sold as is, as shown on screen. So yeah, I went back and looked at the video. I might have had to walk. I went to get a drink of soda or something like that, or use the facilities, and I might have missed some of those. But it's kind of hard to see. Like I usually follow the auctions on my phone, and it's kind of hard to see like all the varying degrees of condition and stuff, like the intricacies of it. I look back and some of them were obvious, but I don't know if at the time, I know I looked at it, I was there at the time because of the Oz books. I was like, okay, well, I kind of like the Oz books, I could do that. Maybe I just didn't look down and see how rough it was, or I just thought, okay, well, that's one out of the thing. Some of the others didn't look quite as water damaged as they were. But you could tell there's different, like stuff like that, like value, like condition issues with them just from the get go. And I should have known better. But I'm like, I was worried about like that kind of affecting the whole thing. Like I said, everything here pretty much was like cost about $2, um, except for some exceptions. Some like two books were more between like the Adventure Comics for Superboy and the Lady Killer. It paid for the price of the actual box. Um, but I got like 67 books total in the the mystery box, the flat rate box. 9 of them are I'm not going to keep. They're unusable. I'm not collectible. I don't want water damaged, moldy books. I'm kind of you know not really comfortable with it being in the books with the other books that I'm going to keep. But nonetheless, I'm going to like try to prep about that. But these are just going away. So your Star Slayer #7 is going to go up in value, as is your Legends of Oz Wicked West books. So start stockpiling those. But the great thing that it comes down to basically with paying the $14 I did. Um, if the actual 9 books weren't water damage, it'd come up to be about 20 cents a book, and you know even with them out, it's like 24 cents a book. And let me see if I decide to go for all these like extra ones and try to get like a dollar bin, sell them on at the dollar bin or something like that, or bulk rate or whatever, or even at 50 cents a piece. I'm still going to be making a profit, uh, enough profit to justify like either the listing fees or renting a table at a flea market or a con. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Um, but even like just for the ones I kept, um, you know, uh, just at the regular value was like $41, $42.66, according to my calculations based on like the key collector website. The price is there. Even if I get a dollar, there's like 17 of them, so that's $17. So I got more out of the box than I put in. That's of course if I just close my eyes and forget that shipping exists, because shipping was $10, $9.21. So that added a whole bunch on top of that. But this, I just want to do this, like put together to show you like the pits and like like pratfalls of getting these kind of boxes. I still stand by that the um, Gotham Thrift Comics still have the best uh, like flat rate boxes in the business. I've tried some other ones; they're just not the same. But that might change if they keep on putting crappy like quality comic books in there. Like I said, I got it for like under a quarter for no matter which way you look at it. Um, so that's not bad, and I shouldn't be. A lot of people say I shouldn't be complaining. However, like who wants like moldy old ratty ass books? Pardon my French. Um, who wants like wet waterlogged stuff that the pages sticking together can't even read? They don't even read their copies. And I know it's all as is, and they're just trying to clear out stock that they have there to get new stock in, and that's the purpose of it. They're not trying to go through each one and they already went through and got all the good ones on. It seems like everything they like anything there's like within the $2 to $3 range on there they put in here. I don't know if they even checked it first, because they probably would have known that Lady Killer 2 was more expensive, but nonetheless, it's kind of like it is a bit disappointing. But my logical side of my brain is saying like, why? It's 9 books out of 67 books. I don't know what kind of percentage that is, but it's it's not it's really low. You didn't. It's not like you had like 87 out of no, you had like 57 out of 67 books being bad. That would be something to be complaining about. And like you still got a great deal on the rest of the books. It's just that it's you know I'm a I'm a finicky guy, I guess. But that's my whole video. Am I a finicky guy? Do you think I should be more appreciative of the books I got? What are your opinions about getting stuff that's like waterlogged and damaged? Is that a pet peeve of you? Would that send you off? Would that make you go crazy? Would that make you go to the bathroom and wash your hands 50 times because you're afraid you might get some waterborne disease on them? Um, did I do well on the comic book call? Did you think like I'm really being too over judgmental and overcritical? Let me know in the comments. If you like this, please put the thumbs up and give me a thumbs up approval of it. And yeah, if subscribe because I do this on a regular basis. I'm always buying comic books. Usually the cheaper versions, and if you like this format about like me going through and through the prices and see what the gems you might find in them are, let me know and I'll try to do that for you. Um, but until then, I will talk to you next time. Just keep on collecting.